my God, it took forever. How do you end up taking a long time trying to pick picture that's going to be the thumbnail picture? Oh my God, that's the second time I've done that. That is so funny. So, hi guys. I don't know who's watching this right now or who's actually watching this when it replays. So, I guess I gotta tell you what I was doing. It makes you record. It makes you take a thumbnail, so it catches you off guard because you're kind of not ready. I'm like, okay, let's go live, and it is like picture. So you're doing something, getting ready to go on, and then boom, it snaps a picture. So then you get into the business of like retaking the picture over and over and over again. Next thing you know, I was just like, I just got to give it up. I don't care. So that's what I just came on here talking about. I hope that you guys have been having a great week thus far. We're only 2 days in, but we'll see how this thing ends up. Okay. I know that I am. I have been definitely relaxing. Sorry, guys. I was looking at something on the wall. It was kind of thought it might have been a bug or something, but it's not. Um, but yeah, I've been receiving like what I feel like have been a bunch of downloads, especially when I've been out in nature, out and about, smelling the trees, enjoying the sun's rays on my skin, the breeze, the water, all of that good stuff, even the animals, the bugs, I'm not typically a bug person, but I kind of have been like enjoying seeing bugs and butterflies and all of these symbolic things or creatures that you read about. Well, I read about animal symbolism, and then you just go on one park trip and you see all of those things at one time. So it's just been like this really, really, really magical experience. So I just hope that for everybody out here who's kind of like fearing, is everything going to be okay? What do we do? Is everything going to return back to normal? That energy is available to be able to be present within if you choose to. I'm not one to impose, energy on anyone. So, you don't have to take that up. That's just kind of up to you if you'd like to do that. I just want you to know that that's still available. And right now, if you just need a break, from yourself, from things, just step outside, feel the breeze, let some fresh air into your house. It's still, we're leaving off of spring. It's still spring cleaning and time to get that newness and that freshness in. And I feel like maybe that's what some of you are here for today if you're watching this, because I kind of just feel like there's, when I'm telling you that there's this energy to be able to be available in that is kind of, more light than what we're having to be used to. I'm saying that also in that space that, to you is this abundance as well. That's there as well. So, this is where we tell you, hey, like let's just say you're laying in bed, you're the friend that's like, I don't want to go out, and all your other friends are like in another room having a good time. This is me being the friend that's saying, hey, if you want to come out, you can. Well, we really want you to be here, and that's kind of like what I'm trying to tell you. You don't have to force yourself out of your fits or your habits or whatever it is that has you in whatever this rut is that I kind of feel. You don't have to force your way through that. That's optional, because I feel like a lot of times when we try to force ourselves through that thing actually kind of forces its way onto us, and then it makes something that's super super small turn into something really 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 big. So I think that I want people that are watching this to know that you can release yourself from that. You really don't have to be tied to that if you don't want to. That is just a choice. Okay, you don't have to be tied to that. So just be in whatever space that you are in, and just own it and accept it for where it is and what it is. Like me, I've been like, I work out like 3 or 4 times a week. And I have been doing it for years. And this is like the first 90 days that I have not really committed to fitness in that kind of way. Well, one, because the gym's not open. Two, because I have to go out and you know, and be in public to work out. So not that I'm afraid or anything. It's just like, it's just everything is just weird right now collectively. So it kind of just puts me in this space to where, you know, I'm just kind of like, okay, I can take a break. And I'm not beating myself up about it. And that's what I kind of feel, you know, if one thing we can see off of all of these things going on is how hard we are on ourselves, like how you know there are other emotions to feel, other experience to have, and other things to do other than what we are programmed to do, like what our body wakes up from an alarm to do and it goes to sleep to a TV or a book or whatever it is that we go to sleep to, you know. So just take your time and allow spaces to be spaces sometimes. You know, the human brain, that computer, that great grand computer is going to always make everything, you know, something more than what it needs to be. Okay. And it keeps us back from passion, these type of things, going after the things that light us up, going after the thing that our spirit calls us or leads us towards doing passionately. It sits there and it eats away at this, your passion. What are you being called to do? What are you being led to do? Do what excites you. Get fired up about your life. Increase your energy levels. It's time to rev back up. It's time to rev back up. That's what I'm getting led to say. And when I say rev back up, know that I don't mean I don't mean like get up and start something and go make something and create something and bring something out of the air and you need to go work out. No, I don't mean that. I just mean to get your energy back up. It's like it's time to make those things come back up, because that abundance that I pulled earlier from here, that's coming in, and then the 3 of Wands is there. So this is not work. To me, this is not work energy. This is I have worked energy. Okay. This is get ready for when they give you that job. Get ready for that love to fall in your life. Get ready for that abundance to fall in your life. Get ready for that business to take off, because right now in this slow moving energy that you're in, you need to pick up the pace to kind of meet that thing at the same place, at the same space that it's at, so it can be perfection. Okay. Because after that, it's the 4 of Wands right here. You got them back to back. There's that new place. There's that new thing. There's that venture. It's coming in. Whatever it is that you sent out into the universe that you want to manifest, it's coming in. Look, you got the 4 of Cups in reverse right here. No longer are you wondering about it. No longer should you be wondering about it. It's coming in. You don't see it. Right there. It's going to come and hit you right in the head. Boom. It's coming. Okay. A lot of you can be relationships. The Lovers is here. But this is also us making the decision to rev ourselves up to be in position to meet what it is that's on the other side of all of this. And it looks like this unicorn is running towards something passionately. Okay. So I said that I would read. I meant to get on here and try to do this like a reading for the signs, to see what they have going on. Yeah, just like a little energy check-in for everybody, because usually I'm on Instagram and I'm like posting things every week, and I just kind of didn't feel like doing it this week. There goes my thing of relaxing. Like if I don't feel like doing it, I'm just not going to. at this point, like I'm not really compelled to have to do anything. So I kind of did feel a little guilty though, I'm not gonna lie. So it made me say, it made me say, let me just do like a little check-in today on everyone, okay? So I'm just gonna do the signs and I'll go in order. And I guess I'll timestamp everything below. Um, timestamp everything below or something like that later on down the line once I'm done streaming. Okay. But yeah, let's see what is going on. We'll start off with whose season is it? Is it still Taurus season? Yes, it's still Taurus season. It's still Taurus season. It is. I am a Taurus, guys. So hey, that's how that works. Let's see here. You know about Taurus's energy. Hey, Crystal. You know about Taurus's energy. All right. What does Taurus need to know right now? Same thing. Same thing from the card, the thing that I pulled earlier. Something is coming in, but we don't see it. For some of us, it can be love, totally. Like, oh, when I read that for Taurus, and I know that I'm a Taurus, I'm like, oh my god, like, really, I'm making this, I'm making decisions. But some of you are choosing with this being in reverse like this. Some of you are choosing to see the things that you have left, what you have, what you're looking forward. You're no longer looking backwards. You're not stuck in the past anymore. It's very clear. It's no more gray skies. You're present in your own life. You're there. You're making those decisions that are more serendipitous. Okay. For some of you, you're choosing to let go of things that you were holding on to. For some of you, you're choosing to come together with someone that could definitely be there. I always look at the Two of Cups right there behind him, like the Two of Cups, a relationship, equality. For some of you, you're looking to get back what you give out. Totally right. 5 is this number of change and challenge. And every change is a challenge. No matter if you accepted the change and took it as easy or not, it was a challenge. Maybe it was just not a very difficult challenge, but it's always a challenge. And some people need to know that, including myself as a Taurus. Like, it's not going to be like some like all the time. It can get there, but you have to work on it. Okay. And I see for some of us Taurians right here, I see it as like every time one thing falls, it's the end of the world until the next thing happens. So it's this drama loop, okay? Like the drama loop. Don't be on the drama loop. And I'm telling you that as I tell myself, to where you find the next little story, like this search for the next story. And for some of you, the story is you are the story and it's within you already. So for some of you, some of the things that you're looking for outside of yourself are within. Maybe you are the completion. Maybe you are your better half first before you can find somebody who is their own better half too. And then it's two wholes, and it's not a half and a half that are forever, that are just together, and that are still lacking a half, of themselves, Two heads are better than one. So when you say 50-50, that equals one head. Two is better than one. Four hands and four legs are better than two and two. Okay. So you want two whole people. You don't want a half of a person mixed with a half of a person. You can get things done twice as done when your energy is around the same thing, because you're not having to lift the other one up and the other one is not being lifted down at the same time. But first, you must find that within, because that's half of the problem in the relationships. You, Taurus, need to be, for the security that you need in life, you have to provide that within yourself, because it's not something that's outward. This is something that's inward. Totally. Because it doesn't matter how good the relationship is or bad the relationship is. If you do not feel secure, you're not going to have a good time at that party, at that rodeo. So don't even, get yourself in a thingy thing to where you just like, you're there. And then this is that drama again. This is kind of what I see, like the drama. Then it's like, oh my God, why'd it go this way? Because you didn't walk in with security. You're not going to find it in the relationships. You have to walk in with it. Okay. So it's not easy you get from a relationship. So find that within yourself first. And then I promise you will have a totally different experience in love altogether, because you're not walking in with this expectation of someone to come and save you. Yeah, you're walking in like this, victoriously, courageously. Like, you don't look like you need security right here. You look like you got confidence. Okay, that's the way you're walking in. All right. Taurus power, King of Pentacles here. That's how you're walking in. You look secure. That's a secure king right there. King of Pentacles is a secure king. He look like he's damn near vying down to his throne. But this is a secure person for sure on all fronts. And that's financial. I see that with some of you. Some of you, you need to make sure your finances are in order before you try to go into a relationship, because that can be a real problem for you. So it's not about the fact that the money amount, it's the fact of the security that you get from that. You can't find it in a relationship. You have to have that within yourself. Okay. This right here is just when you have this victory over yourself, then you can make better decisions in love, ones that don't leave you in grief or grieving. Okay. So that's the message that I have for Taurus. That was quite interesting, because I am a Taurus. So it's like when people do readings and when I do readings, I'm hearing myself, and I'm like hearing, it's like I'm talking, but I'm hearing myself at the same time. So I'm like, wow, that's pretty clever. Or that's pretty good. I could have, okay, I needed to hear that. I totally need to hear that. So we'll move on from Taurus. We'll go to Gemini next. Hi guys that are watching. Thank you so much, Crystal. Okay, I got you for the Sagittarius. I'm just trying to go in order because I'm gonna leave this up so people can find it whenever, or I can send my friends to it and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through in order so I don't throw myself off. It'll take me forever to figure out where is which sign when I do the timestamps. Next thing we're gonna see, we can do an energy check-in for Gemini, for the sign of Gemini at this time. What is their energy like? What is their energy like? Some of you aren't getting enough sleep. That's for one. That's my little side, my little side thing. Someone needs a better bed or something. I think someone needs better sleep or something like that. I see some of you guys reminiscing or kind of thinking about, or maybe with someone in a relationship or something like that. I kind of see you kind of treating this new person or treating this new situation maybe a little bit apprehensively because of your past relationships, of dissatisfaction from your past relationships. I kind of get the sense that it's kind of, there's really no point of doing it. Maybe. Yeah, this is somebody definitely thinking about a relationship. And then I can see some of you guys wondering why somebody is not wanting to take the relationship to the next level. Maybe some of you are arguing about this at night. Let's pull more on that. Let's pull more on that right there. Let's see, Gemini, more for this situation. More for this situation. Okay. All right, what we got here? Yeah, I see somebody kind of feeling like you're not going to get away with this plan. Okay, this is what I'm kind of getting. For some of you relationships, Gemini, I see some of you kind of the fact that maybe your relationship is not taking a step in the direction that you wanted to, you're not really letting it go. And I feel like for the person in the relationship, it might look like you're making something very small, very big, but it's something much deeper to you. And I think to the person that's much deeper to, that's watching this, you need to definitely go with what you feel. Because there could be like some type of hidden agenda or something like that if you're kind of feeling that way. I kind of get that. So that's something that kind of stood out to me. Some of you guys, I feel like in terms of money or in terms of jobs, there's something that you guys can be kind of missing out, like strategically. There needs to be something like a game plan or something devised or something like that. I don't know if it's something like, I almost see it like someone can miss an opportunity if they don't have like some type of schedule or some type of game plan about how they're going to succeed. Like, for example, if you want a certain type of job, you need to have a certain type of plan. I'm gonna look on this job site on this day, this much time, this many times a week, because I feel like it's something that that you're missing, but it's not going to fall into your lap, because with the four of cups here, and I feel like it's something that you've kind of been working towards or waiting for. Maybe the fact that you feel like you're not going to that you didn't get it the way that you initially wanted it to happen, because with the King of Swords, I kind of feel like that plan didn't go the way that you wanted to go. It went that way for a reason with the High Priestess here, and I feel like there's a way to be able to recoup something that was lost in the process. But there's going to take some type of change for you. Yeah, I kind of just feel like with the Seven of Swords here, it's kind of like breaking out of something. Like I get that feeling like breaking away from something that has you kind of occupied. Something has you occupied. Yeah, the Hangman and the Death card. Yeah, I feel like this is like you kind of given up. Something didn't go, because I feel like something didn't go right here. You got the negative, why did I say negative? The Four of Wands in reverse, and then right here with the Death and the Hangman, I feel like just something didn't go as planned with the King of Swords in reverse. And I kind of see this person like this. For someone, I feel like maybe someone could have stolen a plan, or someone took a part of your plan or your idea or something from you without really telling you here, because I kind of get this sneaky vibe here. And it was meant for that to happen in that particular way, and it's going to bring in something different, but you kind of have to let go of the energy of what you think happened, not what you think happened, of the situation, to be more open to looking at it from a different perspective, and know that there's something new coming in because of that. Okay, So this is all like a yay, okay, it just took you to a different point. So I kind of feel that there for you guys. Let's get a Oracle of the Unicorn card to go with that. Okay, that jumped on out. Receive. Be open to receiving goodness. Believe you are worthy of abundance. A gift is coming to you soon. So this is what I was kind of saying. You have to open yourself up to it. And I want to actually read this card from receive because it talks a little bit more about what I was kind of just saying. Into not thinking that the plan, since it didn't go the way you wanted it to go, that it wasn't still meant for it to work out or for it to work out in your good. So it says the key to unlocking your greatest abundance is your ability to receive. The greater your sense of worthiness, the greater your capacity to accept the gifts and blessings the universe wishes to give you. There are many gifts waiting to come to you right now, but any guilt, shame, or unworthiness in your system will act like a force field and repel your prosperity. Yes, it is good practice to think positively, be grateful, send out desires to the universe, and say affirmations. However, these tools can only be effective if they are supported by the strong sense that you deserve the good you are asking for. This enchantress and her unicorn hold up crystal sphere containing all your heart's desires. They're telling you that all of the gifts can come flowing into your reality when you heal inner wounds and release limiting beliefs that block your ability to receive. They invite you to see yourself through the eyes of the divine as lovable, worthy being, and in doing so, to open the floodgates of abundance. There are gifts and blessings beyond your wildest dreams, just waiting to surprise and delight you. There is nothing special you need to do in order to be worthy of them, except to believe that you are. So that is totally yes, totally that vibe of this right here. Not receiving that gift coming in, not being in a place to be able to receive it. It's not that it's not there. It's the everything that you need in place for those things to happen, Gemini, are in place already and set up. It's just a vibration that you need to be in a place where you need to be kind of secure in. Here with the red and the green, a heart-centered place. Okay. And once you're there, you'll enjoy this a lot better. So the moments that you don't have, whatever this is that you're waiting on, relationship, that dream to pop off, that dream job, success, whatever it is, the only thing between you and it is the space you create. So just take accountability for it and don't act like the universe hasn't always given you what you've asked for. There are all the other times. So that's that, because I get this feeling is like the divine is stealing from me. God is stealing from me. It's things that I don't know. No, if you go within, you know everything that you need to know. You're seeing it kind of right now as you see one phase of life or one chapter of life move into another one. And it's one of ease and security, but there's a changed perspective to be able to get there. And I think it's just energy. It's not really like, even like I'm looking at her kind of hold this, it just makes me think of energy. It's the energy of it all. Um, Guys, I live by an airport, so if you hear this, the planes flying, don't judge my life. Let me get this computer plugged up before it tries to give me the blues like it did the other night. I was on here the other night and I was just having a good time on my first little live thingy, and then boom, my my computer died in the middle of me being on there. I was so devastated, okay, to say the least. look look at the card that came out, allowing, okay, letting those things come in, okay. And then the next card is Uranus, breakthroughs, things changing in a very, very kind of powerful way. Definitely. This is change that you didn't even see or think was possible. Okay. This is where you thought you was going to be making this amount, Gemini, and then boom, you're making this amount. Like it's totally different than what you thought. This is where you thought this was going to be your only way to make money. Now your dream job then opened up, or that dream bay becomes available. Okay, whatever the case. But this is that. And I almost feel like it's when Mario get the little stars or something like that, Even with this, like the little pot kind of makes me think of that. You're about to get a level up, grows, realizes, rewards, encourages. Okay. So yeah, that is what I have for. I'm gonna be here all night if I keep doing them this long. But I love y'all, so or whoever's watching this, and I feel like somebody needs to hear it, so I'll do them that long if I really have to. It doesn't really matter to me. We're gonna move on to the next sign. Gemini, Cancer. Yep, Cancer's next. So Cancers, what do we have going on with Cancers right now? Let's see. Let's check out Cancers. Ooh, okay. Okay. Cancer, they want to talk right away. Cancer want things to come out right away. I feel like a feeling of with the 333. It's like, oh, I got a plan. That's exactly what I feel. Like immediately, like, oh, I have a plan. I got a plan. I know how I'm gonna get there. It's like I got that energy right there, like really, really quick. Like, oh. I don't know what you guys are excited about. Some type of course of action or some type of idea. Some of you may have just come up with something like this is going to be this great business, or some of you may just have a really, really good like perspective shift, or had like a really, really good conversation, but this like aha moment to where you just said, I got to get on this right now. Like I said, for some of you, it totally could be business, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. I'm sorry. But this is something like I feel like you've kind of been like, how did I not think of that before? This is so resourceful. I get way more in this way. Okay. The only thing that I can tell you guys about this right now, Cancer, is for some of you, I definitely feel like it's a plan, or maybe something to do with money, something to do with home finances, or something like that in the tangible world, with it being the Queen of Pentacles, is to just be very careful not to just rush into anything, to know that all good things kind of take time. And to kind of, I have a feeling for some of you, if it has to do with the family or something like that, to make sure your children are kind of okay along the way. Like if this is like you're meeting somebody and maybe you're kind of moving in a relationship with them kind of fast or something like that, kind of check in with the children and check in with everybody and make sure that everyone is okay. Like don't just get kind of like swept away, because Knight of One energy can be very quick, and I think with good reason, it's something that the person felt really inspired to do. So it's like that friend that's like, I'm gonna start like scooters that can, they have pyro on them for kids, and then they feel really good. So you're like, yeah. And then you kind of want to tell them no. It's not that they don't really feel it, they're convincing, but they're just like they don't always keep the same. They might get to day 2 and be like, damn, I just invested all that money, and that's not really a good idea, because it was a fire that led them. So this is kind of that energy that I see you guys kind of in. Don't go running off with some idea, like an idea to, or not saying an idea, but running on like on a high or on a tangent when you go with something like these extremes. Like this is where, okay, I'm not going to wear the color black anymore, so you throw away all the black clothes. Like don't go into it like that. Okay, still be very nurturing and kind to yourself, and still check in with yourself. So this is where if you want to do a diet or you want to do something like that, do not just go and I'm not going to eat all of these things in one day. Take it step by step, day by day, and then do it that way. That you still can have initiative and passion, even if you're not just always moving, forward. Okay. So, and that's another thing I feel for you guys. I feel like just know that just because you don't always see things moving forward doesn't mean that things aren't always moving, because for me with the Queen of Pentacles, I always said that this is someone that one day they just looked at their pentacle and focused on what it was that they had, and out of their focus for what they have, their life just kind of blossomed into what, you know, she wanted it to be. I was just listening to like this Housewives thing, behind the scenes thing, and then one of them was saying, I went from, you know, it took me a little time to get on, but when I did, it was like next thing you know, my life kind of flashed to where I am now, you know. So I kind of feel like just know that those moments are still there. Just because it's not happening to you right now, it doesn't mean that you can't wake up the next day and then boom, it might. So you can't just kind of go always think that every moment is the moment. Sometimes if you kind of sit back a little bit and just be in the energy of it, you'll know when it's right and you'll know when it's not, instead of just doing it because, okay, here's my chance out, boom, here's my chance to do this, boom. Just kind of like have a little bit of feel it out too. Don't just go. It's not enough to just have a feeling, because I have a sense for some of you Cancers, your feeling feature is not fully developed yet. I mean, I know you're probably saying I'm a Cancer, so there's no way that can be possible. But what I'm saying is, like, you guys are still learning how to emotional depths. So that this is where you guys are learning mad is not just mad. Mad can be angry mad. Sad can be happy sad. And you guys are learning how to do that. Watch Inside Out from Disney if you haven't, because that's totally what that movie is about. And I know you probably think it's like a kids movie, but totally watch it, because you guys, Cancer, right now, for what I feel for you guys will totally understand what I'm talking about then. You guys are learning that. So you're not really fully developed yet to be able to take it right then and to make it anything else other than the main emotion. So when happiness happens, happy happens, and then you just, wow, let's go after it. I want to be happy forever. But it's more complexity to emotions than that, because that's how deep you are. So, you know, you have to be able to allow other people to have that same space, which I've done so many readings on you guys. I think in the past couple of weeks, where that was the thing, to be able to give people their emotional space. Yes, let them be in their lovey-dovey emotional space too, their heart space too. Allow them that chance to be able to do that. Okay. Everybody has their own unique style. That's another thing I think about with Venus. Everybody has a beautiful way of expressing their emotions, and they're unique to each and every person that is experiencing that. So you can't kind of like take your rules and apply them to other people, good or bad. They have their own kind of system. And I kind of got a feeling like you guys are learning about your own so that you can be able to learn about others. So it's still a developing thing. So you have to kind of just like, you need a little bit of a security guard for your emotions. So when you feel something, okay, I'm mad, you have to check in and say, okay, what am I really upset about? Is this really what is happening? Can I afford to table this and come back at another time? And then, you know, whatever happens after that moment, I cannot, as myself, tell you, you know, yay or nay, because the situation can go either left or right. But I just want you guys to have the consideration, because I think our probability for a rare jump, either choking somebody or marrying somebody in a day, is that moment. The probability goes down when you take a moment for yourself of all of the loony things that you can do with your time and space if you don't choose to check in with yourself. So please just consider yourself, Lord Jesus, like, please do that for yourself. Give yourself a little time, like you deserve it, because we make so many crazy decisions when we are under pressure. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Moving on, Leo. Hi, Brad. I'm still thank people for watching. I this is my first time doing this like live, I guess. Where I'm reading like this. I came on the other day kind of playing with it, but yeah, so I really appreciate you guys. I hope you guys are subscribed to me. I think Crystal was on here last time. Brad, I haven't seen you before, so hi. I hope you subscribe to my channel. I'll probably be doing this like once a week, these check-ins, because it kind of saves time for me to have to edit and upload. That's a lot of time. Leo have the Knight of Pentacles here. But why? I got a feeling for some of you guys, Leo, you guys are what are you guys afraid of? Because I have this feeling like it's something that you need to, something that you should be kind of jumping out of your, like, jumping at. I kind of feel like you guys are kind of being very, very apprehensive about it with the Knight of Pentacles here. And you got the Hermit. This is something where it's like, the storm is over. Okay, you can come out and, you know, live your life again and do your Leo thing again and put yourself back out there and all of that kind of stuff. You can do it. It's some of you are like, it's conflict. I don't want to be in conflict. Look at all of these cards. Lord, what is going on? Because you have the 7 of Wands here, 5 of Wands here, the 5 of Swords here, the Queen of Swords here. You are very, very action-packed. Something that you're trying to avoid. I don't know, for some of you, it can be like a conflict or something that kind of happened with within a group. Or maybe something over money. I see some of you kind of looking at a situation too off the side of like you don't know who to believe in a situation. Or I feel like also too, I kind of see here somebody having to them wanting your opinion about about an argument or something, or a disagreement. Somebody wants you to stand up for them. Maybe because maybe some of you can be getting the conversation. Well, I defended you before. I stood up for you before. It's kind of what I'm getting right here with these two. Like when you were going through a hard time. Now, mind you, people, if you're reading these cards, I do read cards intuitively, and I also know the meaning. So sometimes I may not see them particularly how. I don't think I ever said it on my channel, but that's just not how I read. I just kind of see. Sometimes I know, I know them, I know the meanings, but sometimes I see them how I see them. So you might not hear me say exactly what other readers may say. For some of you, it could be in a relationship where somebody's trying to get you to, maybe they're trying to come back. Maybe somebody's coming back in. I don't know. It is, what is it? Venus retrograde. Maybe someone can be trying to come back. And I kind of see you guys as being like, very much so like, no, I'm kind of not going to go that route. I've done all of this work on myself. Totally not doing it. The Queen of Swords right here. I see you guys coming out of it though. Not going through it again. Yeah, because whoever this is totally reflecting on it. Like, all of the stuff you put me through, all of the bad times, not going through it again. Let's see. Any more messages for Leo? Yeah, I definitely see somebody coming in, like coming back around to apologize about something. I don't, if it's not relationship, it could be something to do with family or something family related. I kind of get the feeling that somebody is, there's like a family member or someone upset at someone, like for not defending them in an argument, or not taking their side in an argument or something like that. I think they'll come back and apologize. Yeah, because it's kind of like they see you. I see them coming out of that feeling like you're just being fair. I don't think right now they are. I kind of feel like they're taking it very, very, very personal. It could be work related or a work partner. It could be an Aries right here, or it could be a Libra. But yeah, I see someone kind of with the Aries card right here. I see someone kind of getting really, really upset about it. Like you're really supposed to take my side and pick my side. I really kind of see that for sure. Let's see. Just still stay out of it. That's the advice. Awareness, live in the moment, be conscious of your thoughts, look for signs and guidance. Let me see something here with that card. Hey everyone, again, I don't know. I think that is it still Crystal still here? And Britt Brad, thank you guys for tuning in. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, for you with this awareness card, I just had this come back out the Five of Swords. Be sure that you are not being drawn into it without unknowingly being drawn into any drama or anything like that, especially as it pertains to work, or if you guys are working on some type of business or brand or something like that. I kind of see it being like a thing. If you guys have a brand or something like that, I don't know. It could be something that could put that in kind of like harm's way, not harm's way, but you don't want to end up in a bad with a bad reputation for your business. So kind of watch who you're what am I trying to say? Who you're dealing with, okay? In terms of that. Boom, bam, bam. Moving on. Virgo. All right, let's see what's going on with Virgo. What's going on with Virgo here? All right. Ooh, Two of Cups. Relationships. Now, I will say this. A lot of people, of course, when they get the Two of Cups, they're going to say, it's a relationship. I have another meaning for Two of Cups as well, other than relationships, because I want to make this double, because it could be relationships for some. But um, with the Two of Cups, I always see it as this lesson in life, to where you view all emotions as one, or you view them equally. So what I mean by that is where love is the same, holds the same weight as hate or anger or sadness. They're all equal. So we stop having this scale of where this one is better than this other experience, because all those things sharpen us, like they all make us better. So if you favor one side, you kind of make yourself lean, like you're not really, walking balance. So I always see this as this spiritual lesson of coming to that understanding, because it makes you whole. And then another card that popped out is the Lovers. So I always think about that. There's been this perfect union of yourself, both your feminine energy and your masculine energy. Okay, both your spiritual energy and your ego energy, everything being in balance. And I think you guys are starting to learn it. Just know that it's a long journey, but justice is here, balances out the karma. For some of you, totally Virgo. So I gave you the spiritual thing, because I always have to give the spiritual thing first. Then I can tell you what it's probably is. Some of you might be getting ready to tie the knot or getting engaged. But come on, the Lovers card with this. Okay. I mean, I don't even know what else you can't even really say nothing else other than that. Either some of you are thinking about relationships or some of you are definitely in them. Uh-oh, what's going on here now? I think that some of you can be in a situation where you guys are kind of like, I'm not giving up my I don't care how in love I am and how much I like this person. And hey, leaves flow. I don't care how much I like this person and how much I'm into this person and everything. I'm not going to budge. I'm not giving up my dreams in my life and my things, you know. So I kind of see someone as like, you need this moment, like, boom, this is the one for you. I need you to go ahead and accept it. Don't sit here like, you know, saying I'm, you know, so super independent, you know, that I don't need anyone when the person is kind of like right there. You see what I'm saying? So don't put yourself in that situation. For some of you, I see some type of payment coming in for something that you may have done. Like if you guys are like, if you have like a business or something like that, something that you may not have been paid for. If there's any type of legal dispute with that going on, I kind of can see that coming in. If you've made the right decision, if you've chosen to, if some of you are thinking here or watching this and thinking like you kind of been feeling maybe guilty about the action that you've taken to be able to protect yourself with people or with someone, if it's legal or if it's some type of boundary you set, just know that you made the right decision in that. Don't think back on it, because I kind of get this sense of thinking back, you know, did I do the right thing? And I think that you did. So just the boundaries belong there. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely helping you grow by putting that there. Yeah, I think that it's the flow card here. It's all about that ease, and I feel like this is something making your journey bigger. And I think that this is, I mean, your journey bigger. That's not what I'm trying to say. You're bringing you into more abundance. That's what I'm trying to say. I had two things I was trying to say at one time. Let me get them out. These boundaries that you're putting in place now are necessary for later on where you're going. So I think that right now there's you may be feeling bad about them because you don't understand them. But when you see the bigger picture of where you're meant to go down the line, you'll totally understand them in a different kind of way. I don't know, with this Queen of Wands card, it just makes me kind of feel like you're like standing on a prayer and you're moving on a prayer. So what I mean by that is like there's this kind of magic force that's trying to take you to another place. The universe is trying to ascend you with a jump that you kind of didn't predict. But in order to do that, or to get into the magic of that moment or that energy, this Jupiter energy right here, this expansion energy, you have to take some risk and take some chances. Okay. And unfortunately, everybody doesn't understand their your chances, because they kind of only understand theirs, and you know, rightfully so, because it's not you. So don't don't let it hold you back so much. Just remember that other people have choices as well, and they get to make them, especially in love. For some of you who this is a person that you're kind of feeling a little judged about, or you kind of feeling like this, you can make your own decisions in love, and it is okay for you to move on from someone else into something different, even if they are not in that place. That is okay for you to do that. Okay. You still have the right to be able to grow. Okay. So that's what I feel there for some of you guys. You daggone Virgos, you. Let's see anything else. All right, what is here? Seer, what do you have? Discernment. Yep, all is not what it seems. Stay true to your knowing. Keep your dreams a secret. Those boundaries are necessary. So this is the universe's way of telling you that those things that you sense with the Queen of Wands here, and you think maybe I'm just weird, it's just my feelings, or did I hear that, or why do I feel that? Those are things flowing through you. Okay. So trust and believe the things that you feel that make you put the boundaries up that you put up. Don't beat yourself up about putting boundaries where you feel like you need to protect your energy or to protect your space, because you've the universe kind of been waiting on you to do that, you know? So Yeah. Next sign is going to be Libra. So let's see. Libra, let's see, you guys. Let's see, Libra. Give me some cards for Libra. All right, I got 3 right there for Libra. What's going on with Libra? Decisions. Decisions. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I embark on a new path? Or should I stay where I'm at? For some of you guys, you can kind of be like between 2 lives. I kind of see that. One of which takes a lot of mental dedication to be attached to, because it takes a lot of work, a lot of unpacking, a lot of learning, a lot of growth. And one that that the other kind of putting the fire up under your hiney, you know. And I kind of see you kind of going back and forth between those 2 states of mind, and you just kind of needed to really make a decision on, what card is this? A decision on which, you know, what foundation you kind of want to stick on now, the old or the new. Okay. For some of you, it could be time for you guys to settle down. Part of me looking at, you know, love in a way where you're like, okay, like what are we gonna do with this thing here in a little while? Like, we can't, you know, be on the road forever. Okay, start looking to the future and putting yourself in the best position to be able to get the best possible outcome. It's time to start kind of doing that. Not to say that time you can't ever change the course of your life or do something different. I'm not saying anything like that. But what I am saying is that you kind of got to start steering towards the direction that you want to go in, and then maybe you'll kind of end up there. You can't kind of just be going this way and then boom, just come out like that. You know, you could, but it takes a long time and a lot of waiting. So you don't want that way, I'm pretty sure. Okay, Libra. So it's time to put some dedication into that thing. And I don't know why, because it's just you being great, successful, prosperous, even if that means you're by yourself. You know, you need to feel this so you can not have something like uncertainty to be your claim to fame. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to kind of sit in that state if you really don't want to. It's time to put light on, you know, on the fog that looks like confusion, so you can clearly see what your options are, and to outweigh them next to each other. Okay. Because you guys like to balance things, to like to, you know, to schedule things out or to map things out, you know, like scale those 2 things next to each other. Where you want to go and where you are. All right. If you get more things that you like on where you want to go, then it's time for you to kind of focus your efforts on moving in that direction a little bit more cohesively. Let's go with it. Cohesively. Empowerment. I feel like it's something that you're supposed to, like, even with the Ace of Swords, that's totally an empowerment. And it's like I almost get this sense like this is like you can choose either one of the things that you want to choose, or either path, or whichever way you want to go in life. But it's something here, Libra, about the universe kind of wanting to work with you, but you not allowing it to here, because it's something that it has the best possible outcome for you. But the best possible outcome is not something. It's a feeling. It's not a place. It's not something that you can touch all the time, but it's something you can feel. That's a riddle for you. It's not something you can touch all the time, but it's something that you can feel all the time. Okay. And they want you to separate touch and feel so that you can know that even when you can't touch that, you can always access that feeling inside of yourself to be able to propel yourself, that sense of security that you need to be able to propel yourself further. It's almost like you'll be given the knowledge you need if you don't look back. If you keep looking forward and you keep walking, what you need next comes in front of you. It's always something in front of you, as long as you're kind of like walking in that light, you know? So totally make those decisions. It's not very, very hard, you know? I mean, to some it could be. So I'm not going to be like, it's not hard to everyone. And this has been just very, very nurturing to, you know, your inner child. I feel like there's just been this suppression of it, you know? And I kind of just see that part of yourself being awakened on this new path. And when you don't know the way, you have to kind of step back into that childhood self, because it's the one that doesn't have the fear, that allows you to move forward without halting your own process, because it's so allowing. When you're a kid, you just allow. You really don't have a choice, you know, like you just gotta allow. It's a lot of things that you just have to let happen. But you know, we take out the bad, like, oh, this happened to me and there was nothing I could do to stop it. But also too, there's something that you wouldn't have experienced in childhood if you weren't in an allowing place. You'd be an adult where you could control what the reality was. You know, sometimes that was our point in life that we reflect on, that would be a movie to us. And sometimes the movie can be traumatic. It can be like, you know, a funny movie. Whatever you want to make that movie be, you can make it that. So take the good of that and use that imagination to psych yourself into something to put next. You know what excites you. You know what things motivate you. So mentally put those ahead so that you'll always have something to look forward to. And because when you don't have something to look forward to, you're looking back to something else. So if you got to make up something and fake it till you make it, do it. Just keep yourself looking forward and moving, and then next thing you know, you won't need to make up things. It'll just be something where you start. I always see it like you push that big rock up a hill, and then once it hits the top, it starts just going down fast because you've done the hard work. And that's kind of what I feel like when you start doing that process, then it just becomes a rolling thing. I said that earlier in the reading. It just becomes like your life just goes by in an instant, because you're just riding it. It's not like, you know, something that you have to work to get, you know, to make move, you know. So that's that on that. One more card for you guys, and moving on to healer. You have powerful healing abilities. Have faith in your abilities. Stay true to your path as a healer. Okay. So for some of you who are healers, and that does not have to be, and that could be for some of you, that could be the choice. Do I walk in this new path? Some of you can be thinking about reading tarot cards. You can be thinking about crystals, you know, being holistic, whatever the change is. If you feel led within yourself to move in that way, now's the time to move it. If you need a confirmation, I'm saying yes, do it, push, move in that direction. Okay. So that's that on that. Next we have Scorpio. Wasn't it a Scorpio here earlier? Britt Brat was a Scorpio here, but I don't know if Britt Brat's still here, but still. I think is that Scorpio? Guys, I have horrible eyes. Let me not say that. I have eyes that have always served me well, but I wish I could see better. Let's see. Scorpio. Oh, Scorpio. Uh-oh. So what fears are eating you guys up? Some of you guys could be having bad dreams. I think some of you guys could be suppressing. I almost feel like some of you guys are maybe suppressing when you're getting information that is kind of intuitive. I almost kind of see you guys not wanting to know. Okay, that's what I want to say. I got a feeling it's something that you guys are not wanting to know that you know, but you don't want to know. I know that sounds like a riddle, but it's like something that you don't want to know. I feel like you being like, man, I wish I wouldn't have known that. I wish I wouldn't have found that out because this kind of like breaks the union or the relationship or the situation. It could be it doesn't have to necessarily be a relationship. It can be at work, but I kind of see it like it kind of breaks apart my belief system, um, of us, of life, of something. Um, for some of you, it can be a relationship that you've been doing that you put a lot into. Or with the Nine of Pentacles, maybe somebody is thinking about how they've invested their time. I don't know what about or what for, but I got a feeling like someone's like, I could have been doing this instead of that, or I should have, maybe reminiscing on their life, kind of like I could have been doing this instead of something else. It's like a either or kind of thing. There's this space that you create, Scorpio, that I think that I'm feeling now as I'm saying this, that there's this magical what if land, okay? And let me tell you, in magical what if land, it's everything that's the opposite of your life now. So it's like if you look one way here, you look way better there. If you don't make a lot, if you like don't make a lot here, you make a lot there. If you don't have a lot of friends, you're like you're the most popular person, you're the president. Like there's this world that you create um, for yourself. And I believe that that is a place that you make to heal yourself in times to where you may not have received some of the things that you felt like you deserve, and to make reason of it for yourself, you create this alternate place where all things go the way you want them to go. And what it creates is where you're not present to be able to sit with the thing and to be able to find out how you can change what it is in this reality to match what it is, instead of putting it away in some magical place. Because I think that the magical place the fantasy comes so good in your head or in your mind that you start to really believe that it's a place, and then you really start to kind of show like a lack of gratitude, even with the Six of Pentacles here, for what you have, okay? Because I kind of see it like there's this place of looking like, you know, it's like looking at it like, I could be here by now, but I'm here dealing with this, you know? And that's like this big lesson to kind of learn about it with the Hierophant there. So that's kind of what I have. Let me see. Oh yeah. I think it like numbs you from the pain of the tower, because every time you kind of see it coming, you're able to navigate your way away from it by going by going into, like, when basically what I'm trying to say is when you have to face the realities of why the situation didn't go the way that you wanted to go, if any part of that place could be yourself, I think to not have to face that reality, you kind of kind of have like this escapism thing there. So this is where we deal with the fears, okay? How can we deal with the fears? Let's see. How can we deal with those fears? Cutting them off. Boy, letting the cycle in, letting that cycle in. Yes, letting the universe, embracing the change that the universe is sending your way. And this is seeing your cycles with the Queen of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. It's like seeing your cycle, seeing where things ended and where things are, where you are now. This is an assessment of where you are. This takes you being present, Scorpio, to be in the moment so you can see what it is that you have, know what things have ended and what space you're in now. But if you keep escaping to this magical world, you kind of come back to this laundry list of things you need to do, to where you could be in a totally, you can really be on the way here if you would just kind of learn the lesson that you have to, you can't escape, holding accountability for yourself to be able to navigate through that. Okay. And that's what I have with those cards. Let's see. Scorpio. Theme for Scorpio here. This is showing up. This is Taurus energy right here. This is showing up to every day. Taurus energy shows up every day until the job is complete. No off days, no sick days, no stop days, no excuses. You get up, you go and do it. If you have a bad day, suck it up, cry about it, eat a lot of snacks, get over it, get back out there another day and do it again. But don't give up. That's the Taurus energy right there. Yes, transformation is there. Don't give up on your transformation. Okay? Don't give up on transforming. This is your, what is this? Ain't this one of your planets? Renewal. Okay? Don't push yourself away from that. And even with the Taurus, it said a bad trait about Taurus, or that's not say bad trait, but one of our more challenging traits right here is accepting that change. So you have to come out of that. Okay? Allow it to happen. Allow it to happen. Allow it to happen. All right. Let's see. Be kind to yourself. The compassion card here as you're going through these things. Don't beat yourself up for being human and growing and making mistakes. And with the Tower card, with building things up that have fallen down, with trusting in people that have let your, broken your trust, with all of those things, be okay with yourself. You look, when I see the partnership card here, this just makes me think that some of those things were meant to happen with those people. It was written in the stars before you got here. You guys signed up to be those role in each other's lives and to teach each other something from it. You were supposed to take the lesson from it with the Hierophant right there. Change your course of action. Look at the way that it went. Write some new rules about it. In that cycle, move on to the next thing. It's just that simple. I know it doesn't sound that way, but it totally is. Okay? So some of the people that we hold in those spaces, like with this right here, forgive those people because they were here to serve a role. The Wheel of Fortune and the Justice card was here. So let those people be, and you move on with your life, and you go to choose a new path and cycle to be on, and to be in. All right. So that's Scorpio. Scorpio. Sagittarius. Okay. We almost done. Hey everybody, check it. I'm just checking in. Still going here. Jeez Louise. I haven't done all 12 signs on a live. I do Facebook lives, and I haven't done one on there in so long. So I mean, not a live, but where I've sat here and done every person's every sign, because that is time consuming. Yes, Crystal, we're gonna get you in your Sag, okay? I should have been writing down the minutes on these things so I wouldn't have to go back after and do that. All right, what's going on for Sag? What's going on for Sag at this time period? Let me see for Sag here. What's going on for Sag here? Something made me look at the bottom of the deck. So we got the Wheel of Fortune here. So things are changing for you. I have just something just to say, you guys, that some of you Sagittarius are going to be making choices after a period of inactivity right here. Okay. Same, getting the same kind of vibe I was getting for a sign earlier, to not take the first offer of partnering up with people. Okay. Don't let your eagerness make you accept something that you really that you kind of like, didn't really, that you don't really want. Yeah. I see with the King of Wands here, it's like somebody that kind of like pushes something on you and you kind of go for it because you get something out of it, but it's not exactly what you want. You kind of got to control that because it's going to be something within you. I kind of feel like, and even with the King of Wands here, that's kind of your energy. Make sure that what you're going after is something that it's not ego led. Okay. Because I kind of feel like some of you can be getting yourself into something kind of deeper than what it should be, because you're not in your higher self is not kind of connected in to guide you. So you're kind of in Sag go after it mode where you see fire and you're just going, and it's like a and tune in, check in kind of thing going on. Don't go overboard. All right. Yeah, look. You got the tower card. Don't go rushing in. Boom. Okay. Especially if, if you're going back, if you're looking back to your past and you're kind of trying to um, get revenge on anyone, don't do that. Don't do that, you Sagittarius. That you Yes, hold off on that, okay? And look, just to show you, you're going after whoever you feel like is taken from you, moving in there fast. I see you, but I see you, Sag. I see, yeah, somebody hurt you or a situation hurt you. And it's just like you're not, for some of you, I want to say, you're not as healed as you think that you are yet. It's not time to get back up and because I think that it's like if you're fighting somebody, they're like, if I let you go, don't hit that person again. Are you gonna promise you're not gonna hit them? And then you get mad and you run back. I kind of feel that for you guys. So you would do good at first, but I think you might get a little triggered. So it may not be time to try to put yourself in spaces to where you're like you can handle it. And if you don't believe that you can, yeah, it's not the right time for that. And I get for some of you, it's not the right time to message back. And I get for some of you, it's not the right time to spy on them, because I feel like you may hurt yourself further. As long as you keep on looking at what another person is doing, then you're gonna kind of yeah, then you're gonna kind of keep on putting yourself back in the cycle, back in the cycle, back in the cycle. Okay. Any advice for Sag? Any advice for Sag? Okay, you got the Ten of Cups, so it's saying to get happiness. Now let's see what this other card is. One must choose it. All right. And this is accepting the truth and not going after the people who have done these type of things to us, because we take our accountability that we've let them in our space. Okay. Is that hard to say? Look, I let somebody in my space that probably should have not been here, and I'm going to make better choices and move forward. No burn down the house, Sag. No, like, 10 years, I'm going to, take $5 from them, and then eventually that's going to equal up to $50, and then I'll show them. Like, don't do that. Like this mad little warrior campaign that you guys do on people when they do things wrong to you. Stop doing that, okay? if you can kind of control the kingdom a little bit better and feel people out a little bit more. See, that's why the emperor and the empress are here, because they both help each other to build up what you need. You can't just ha ha ha. That's what he's ready to do. You have to sit down with them and have lemonade and things like that to be able to get in there, to get in their psyche. You can't just make these, you're friends, we're together, we're this, and then just go off of that. You kind of got to sit down with them and ask them the type of questions. These as parents, let me tell you what she's going to do. So, you bring your high school boyfriend or girlfriend over, and it's their first time, so they're super nervous, and you're still getting dressed. So this is the mom that's like, so what are your goals in life? So what's your mom like? So what grocery store does she shop at? And then he's just like, what are you going to do to my daughter? Are you going to okay, well, if you're going to do this, have her back by this time. Boom. But the mom can get a better feel because she got to kind of hear the emotions, the inflection in the voice, the things. The boy was comfortable, or the girl was comfortable, but the dad didn't get that much out. And I feel like you guys spend a lot of time here because you don't see the purpose of being in this space. And if you kind of open yourself up to that, you get ahead in a lot more spaces, because it's not just lovey-dovey bubbles and teddy bears all the time. This can protect you. Filling out somebody's emotions, that can protect you over what they're saying. You don't have to worry about a word, a promise. You can feel that you can know that this person don't have no intention of doing that from the conversation. You can tell. Then you just take it for what it is, and you can choose if you want to engage or if you don't, and then move on with your life. It makes it really, really simple. It kind of makes things really, really easy. You know what's funny? This card tried to pop out in reverse. I just want to say it makes the fight. It makes it really, really easy. It popped out, and I was trying to put it back in. It popped out. But yeah, it makes your life a lot easier, okay? What else, Saji? What you got here? 2, empowerment. And then you got the Gemini card. It's all about those decisions and those thought processes. And this is where you get a little bit more strategic by opening yourself up. Gemini is very, very open and showing a little bit of positivity. And this is what I kind of get from you guys. Showing positivity, you can pick up on things by the positivity that people show back. Okay. I kind of see that as this, you have the empowerment card here. Like there's this thing that strengthens whenever you do that. So make sure that you're in that space and you're not so off guarded that you get into this very, very aggressive mode to where you don't think about feelings at all, because you guys are a more positive sign. And it's more uplifting and not super negative like that. And those emotional things definitely help you to stay connected to that space so that you can be able to like aim your arrow in the right direction, on the right mission and on the right person, and not these excursions that you kind of go on when you don't really have a sense of direction because you're too far in to kind of turn back the sail, right? Sorry. It was time for me to drink water. I always think my skin looks so bad, and I've only been drinking water lately. So I'm looking at it now. I'm like, oh, you look this. It's okay. You're so hard on yourself, What? Intuition. What was I saying? You guys are more positive and more spiritual. You guys pick up on things. You need to stay and feel out people's emotions, empathy. Okay. Use your gifts to be able to feel out other people. You don't really need to wait on them to do wrong. You can kind of know you kind of figure out what people are going to do if you choose to feel that way and not to be so, Johnny Bravo, boom, boom, bow, bow, like that, listen to the whispers of your heart. Use divination to help you decide. Trust your intuition no matter what. Okay. So yeah, you got that gift. And that's why you're watching readings right now, because you need to know. Crystal. So yeah, you got that. And beloved, prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. So some of you may have some love coming into your vicinity, okay? If you don't already have that, okay? Yeah. Oh yeah, there's some change coming in to that love life, but you got to change too to match it, all right? That's all. No problem. Who's after Sag Capricorn? I only got 4 more to go. Yay! Not yay because I got to get off, but I thought I was so far behind. I knew this was gonna take like 2 hours. It might not take that long. Capricorn. Capricorn. Oh, good old Capricorn. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, y'all are so great. Like y'all really sat there and told me Capricorn. I have to sing a Beyonce song to remember. That's how I learned the signs because they go in order in the song. And I used to like that song, so that's how I remember the signs, you know, in order. But I have to sing the song and start over every time I do it. What's going on with Capricorn? What's going on? What's going on with Capricorn's energy right now? Oh, okay. Ooh, that's what's going on with y'all energy. Okay. Let's 7 of Pentacles. We're waiting on something to come in. Some of us are waiting on some type of message to know if we can move or if we got a job or if our life moves because of a job or about a new house or a move. Maybe for some of you are relocating to making a decision to relocate where you're from or where you originated from, or taking a job back home or somewhere you've lived before and having to wait on that. Maybe definitely getting strong move vibes with the 6 of Swords here. Or somebody thinking about making a decision to move. Something to do with childhood and the move. It could be something that you've kind of been thinking about moving since you were a child, and you kind of looking at opportunities for it, waiting on maybe like a job to come in and call about, you know, letting you know that a position is open or something like that. Or maybe you're looking at online about how to move to that place or something like that, because I don't see you exactly there, but yeah, I definitely see this being something that really totally makes you happy. You got the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups here and the Page of Cups, so it could be for love for some of you, and for some of you it could be for some kind, maybe your business or something you're working on. But I definitely see some decisions or some things coming in about a move for sure. Some type of move is coming in here. What's that? Mercury communication. Yep. There's a conversation about it coming in. The roots. So it could be, like I said, it could be back home for some of you. Some of you guys could be moving back to your place of origin. Okay. Or maybe some of you are needing to, with Mercury, communicate with someone from home or someone from back home, someone from the past, communicating with someone from the past. And with the Scorpio card here, me just looking at the picture, I kind of feel like it's something to do with maybe communicating with someone who may have deceived you in the past, maybe a mother figure. And maybe some of you have been kind of waiting on that. I kind of see this as something with a parent, maybe. Something with dealing with a parent, possibly. And I kind of see maybe you guys are, yeah, kind of like saying, okay, if this, I'm changing if this doesn't change. But I don't, let me see something here. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think that the other person suspects that you feel that way. Even if it's a parent, whoever it is, I don't think that they have any inkling. And I think it's probably, I feel like it's pissing you off. This might be pissing you off, Capricorn. Yeah. But I see them not knowing, because look, so I don't even know who it is. It doesn't necessarily have to be a parent, but it could be someone from the past. It could be love. You have the Page of Cups here. It could be someone not seeing your point. Overall, this is just, I know that I feel this for sure. It's someone not really seeing your not really understanding how you're feeling or what you're going through. I don't want to say going through, but how you feel about something that you've gone through. So they don't know that you're mad, but I feel like this is a person that's kind of like expecting the person to kind of know without them knowing. And I feel like it's because I'm able to be nurturing and still, maintain myself. So why can't that person be able to give the same, kind of like the same thing? Or even if it's not a relationship, if it's like I'm able to do A, B, and C, why can't this person give A, B, and C back? I kind of feel that feeling for you guys. What is that right there? 7 of Cups. Yeah, I kind of see you as kind of like cut the party, and I kind of see this person kind of like, what the hell is going on? They're not understanding what it is. So I kind of feel like with this, I don't really know if you're unjustified in whatever it is that you're feeling towards this person or this situation. I can't really say that because I'm not really getting the feel. I think that one thing here though is that maybe you probably could have afforded to maybe to let the person know what they've done, so that they can have the opportunity to be able to apologize if necessary, or to be able to try to see if they would like to change your mind, or to change, maybe they can clear up something in the situation for you that you misunderstood with that 7 of Cups there. Yes, you got the Hope card. So I kind of feel like, yeah, it's not as bad as you think. I just feel like these clouds and this, you got the Scorpio card is really, it feels a lot deeper than it actually is. But I think that you should definitely let that person know what it is, instead of expecting. Yeah, don't just hold it all to yourself. You have to kind of express it to that person too. Yeah, it's gonna end good. All right. And then the Temperance card is right here. So it just makes me think that it's a little bit to do with making with being able to speak about things that are tough, as well as being able to speak about things that are easy, and not getting mad at people for not understanding how you felt over something that you are not willing to say, because it's a little bit tougher for you, because that's not fair for you to get off on the easy end of not having to express that, and then also to get upset that it wasn't acknowledged. So you can't do both things at one time. So you got to choose your poison. Okay, that's what I got for you guys. Okay, Aquarius. All right, let's get Aquarius going. All right. Sorry, guys. I had to kind of turn my cards back over. I'm a wild flipper, so I just started blup, 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 flip, flip, flip. And the next thing you know, I'm dealing with all cards pointing every kind of way. So I had to do a quick reset on that. Okay, let's see. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. The Lover's card was still flipped. So I don't know what you guys are thinking about. Let's see here. Let's see. I need something more. You got the 7 of Cups here, and the King of Pentacles here. I think for some of you guys are trying to piece together what happiness looks like, right now, what success looks like, what wealth looks like. Some of you are feeling like everything that you've thought before has kind of been an illusion, and you're ready to kind of come out of it for sure. Look, and I see for some of you, it's like where you've allowed other people's dreams and goals to alter what you believe yours were or are. And I kind of see you coming out of that now at this time, kind of like priority. Yeah, coming out of it. The Chariot card right here, definitely moving forward in progression. Look, this is fight. This is a card about fighting for one's belief, no matter what anybody else thinks. The Chariot has that energy of that forward movement. This is standing up for what it is that you believe and moving forward towards that. You got the Nine of Swords in reverse. No longer are you confused about it, because you do got the Seven of Cups was that confusion, but after came the Ace of Swords to top it off. So you're out of it. You're out of that confusion. Totally out of the confusion. No more Mr. Nice Guy. What do you got here? Moving right along. Okay. So I'm glad, I'm happy for you guys. Yeah, you guys are like, no, I'm going to find what fills my cup up. Okay. Let's put an end to this, into being attached to what everyone else thinks, and being in a place to where I'm not sure about where I'm going to next or how I'm going to move forward. Okay. But we are out of that space. And for that, we have the Ten of Cups on the way. Okay. Let's see. So just know what you're choosing to do comes with other things that you have to do. It's not a one-stop shop, but just be encouraged and know that what's at the end of that is totally worth all of the work that you do to get that. So just take that in. This is Virgo, all of that work. It just makes me think about that. All of that perfecting that you're doing, working on yourself, doing all of that those moments that you're investing in yourself, they're all going to be worth it. Okay. Little by little, your garden gets beautiful. Okay. For this transformation with Scorpio here. And especially for those of you where it's relationships, 7th house here. This is where that balance comes in to your life, because you're choosing to make your priorities just as important as other people's and not less than. You're saying, hey, what I want is just as important as what everybody else wants. Even me looking at the bottom of this deck right here, opposition, balance, relates, mirrors, interacts, confronts, manifests, disciplines. It's right there. Okay. So good job, Aquarius, for giving that. And for that, abundance comes in. Now you're making the space for the abundance. But this is a unicorn with rainbow wings with a rainbow in the sky. Things that people have never seen before. So it's okay to dream big. And bigger than this dusty old man sitting here with all that stuff that you don't really care about, Aquarius. It's okay to fight for that. It's there. The same way that they got this, you can get this. Okay. The universe is just waiting on you to get in a position where you can hold it, where you won't lose it. So don't feel bad. All right. Next, we have Pisces, then Aries, and then I am done. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for still watching. If you're still watching, this is just to put on my page, I guess, on my videos. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. Okay, Pisces. Two of Pentacles wanted to show up and come out. About what? Seriously, why is everybody dissatisfied? Maybe because we're all stuck in the house. Everybody's bored. And then I see two of pentacles here. And with Pisces, I feel like for some of you, if you don't feel like being bothered, you don't have to, you really don't have to like stay in, in that position. You can like kind of like not be bothered or just not take on everything. I feel like you're just like kind of it's this story that you're kind of making to where it's like you can't stop because everybody needs you. And I kind of feel like this is a time where people probably don't need you as much. Because I kind of see you, the devil card is here. It's like being stuck on that. Don't be so stuck on movement that when you're not moving, you feel like something is going wrong. Or if you're relaxing, that you feel like something is going wrong, Pisces. Look, relaxation, bam, right there, the Empress. Can't even make it more clear. Pop right on out, okay? This is taking care of yourself first. Not everybody else all the time. Not making sure that everybody else is better. This is taking care of yourself, working on yourself, working on taking care of yourself. This is what you can be doing right now, ironing out that relationship. That it's okay not to be okay. I think that's like a Jessie J song. It's okay not to be okay or something like that. But yeah, you can be working on yourself. And I see for some of you, it's really, really overdue. But it's what's keeping your manifestation not pointing in the right direction. You already know that you can bring things out of the air and make them a reality. You've done it. You've been doing it since you were a kid. Like, oh, I just thought that. Boom, there it goes. Oh, I had a dream about that. Up, there it goes. Boom. Okay. But I see it like a lightning bolt. Like, let's just think of this as Harry Potter, okay, or someone, and they're using their little wand. This is like someone, Pisces, I see you guys, when you do the wand, it goes to the wrong place. It doesn't go straight. It's because you haven't mastered yourself. When you master yourself, then when you start pointing it, it goes straight. You don't make it divert and go other ways. You make it go direct, but you have to have the self-control. And that's what this magician is about. When you take the time to take care of yourself, to check in with yourself, you are practicing to get prepared for this skill. That's what it's worth. The skill to be able to have focused direction. Thank you, Cheryl. To be able to have focused direction and movement. Okay. It kind of helps with that. So you can get to where you want a lot quicker and you don't have to take the long way. That's what it is. Like, I feel like you guys take the long way a lot and you really don't have to do that if you just kind of would do the inner work so you can know the quickest way. All right. And this is it says the fifth house is all about passion and pleasure and feeling good. And this is just that. It's when is the last time you enjoyed some good fruit? You sat down, you smelled the roses, you laughed. Like, I kind of get this feeling like you've just kind of been not doing that in a place where everybody is having to taking care of themselves. And I feel like you're taking care of other people while they're taking care of themselves, if that makes any sense. So who's taking care of you while you're doing that? So this is definitely like giving into that moment of being able to feel good and enjoy yourself and relax and finding out what feels good to you if you don't know anymore. And if you don't feel good with the magician, this is manifesting things that do feel good. Okay. Challenge. Okay. It says tension, sounds the alarm. It says frustrates. Okay. So yeah, it's like this is the kind of energy that I feel like you're kind of in, like boxed in and balled up. You kind of got to you can choose to bring yourself out of that. All right. But check in with yourself and see what is going on with you, okay? Everybody else will take care of themselves, I promise. And it's always going to be that way, you know? We just feel like we're like the saviors, you know? Prepare yourself for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationships, but believe you are lovable. That's number one. And for some of you that is relationships for, you need to look your best and feel your best. Okay, you don't want to meet Mr. Right, Miss Right, all run down from life, from taking care of everybody that already got Mr. Right and Mrs. Right. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. You still got prospects out there. You can look cute if you want to go to the grocery store looking cute with your mask on. If that's what you want to do that. But just make sure that you give yourself that type of attention. Okay. So that's what I have for Pisces. Last but not least, Aries. And then for those of you here, if you guys have questions, we can go ahead and I can go ahead and pull a few cards for you guys. But we'll do that right after we get into Aries. Let's see. New messages for Aries here. What is going on with Aries energy? Okay. Once again, same old card. Everybody is the Four of Cups. Just about everybody has the Four of Cups. And you know what, with the Four of Cups, I'm gonna say that maybe Venus retrograde is bringing back a lot of these emotional situations or things that we kind of haven't dealt with emotionally, not in the terms of the physical, to where I feel like, oh, your ex is gonna pop up, not that kind of way, but in the way where like the energy of those situations are coming back. Not necessarily the consciousness of the acknowledgement of them by you. The conscious is not, they don't have to have the conscious acknowledgement by you to be back. Maybe you're just in a bad mood, you just got a funky mood because that energy is back. You don't know what it might do. Or maybe you just get these flashbacks of old relationships and old things that you've been through that you kind of already went through. Judgment card is here. Definitely things coming back or thinking about things in the past that have ended. The World card. Yeah. I kind of see us reflecting on endings, reflecting on things that have ended again. And let's see a little bit more about that. What else do we need to know about that? Spirit. We need to know about it. To not look at those places like a place of lack, to look at those like places that have set you up to put you in the rooms and the spaces to create whatever reality it is that you want. Okay, so I want to say that I got this feeling of change perspective. The energy of that, I feel like this Venus retrograde. And when I'm talking about these things, these are me. This is when I talk about astrology, this is me still kind of like taking in. It's not me saying this is the knowledge that I know. So I don't claim to be an astrologer or anything. But as I start to talk about things, I start to get things that I'm supposed to say. And I just kind of feel like Venus is just bringing those emotions. It's bringing those emotions back. It's not necessarily bringing relationships back and things like that, because it wants us to kind of clear out the energy of those things. So it's meant for us to ingest them again. Don't feel bad about that, or don't think that you're being negative because you're having those feelings or those thoughts or those energies to come back. But it's a need for us to handle them. And that's why, because it will get us to kind of want something different, or to be able to appreciate what comes next in a better way. And this says to support, the ask for help, the get more rest, to nurture yourself. This is definitely checking in with yourself with those emotions as they come to you and as those things come back. This is making sure, seeing what ways you needed help in those situations, so you can ask the divine, the universe, to be able to assist you in those ways with the things that you have brought there to those situations. And don't just look at them like they were just bad, where you didn't learn anything from them. Okay, what ways did you learn to love yourself? I guess the question would be, how have all of my relationships supported my growth? Sorry, guys. That would be a good question to ask. Aries. Let's see. Or not just relationships, it can be more than relationships. just anything in the past that just left you dissatisfied, how do those things help you to grow? Look, the ascended outlook, how are you looking at that? You know, the view, the mission statement, what is it that you write in your head about those situations that you keep repeating that keep you from being able to go deep within them further than the story that you tell yourself? And then the self is here. So look, they both say outlook. The first house, outlook, philosophy, your awareness, okay, your opinions. This is the point of view, the image, the impact, the approach. This is all about how we're looking at those situations. That's why they're coming back up. And then as you kind of look at this, it kind of looks like the same thing, like the big circle here or wreath here. It kind of looks like that. Like this opens up the door to more of yourself, kind of unlocks that part. So yeah, that's that's that on that. That's what I have for you, you Aries people out there. Now, if anyone here had a question before I log off, please let me know. Other than that, I want to thank you guys for watching this. If you are watching this as a playback, please go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and my information for personal readings is down below. Okay, I'm going to give it about another minute, and then I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. Thank you, Crystal, for coming. Thank you, Britt Brat, for being here. Thank you guys for watching.